Welcome in. Time to go into the 814. We're joined with Mark Britton and Kevin Dale Polino of Operation Guardian and Coptoberfest coming up this Saturday in Johnstown. Guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, for people who aren't familiar with Coptoberfest or Operation Guardian, tell us about that.
So it's kind of two questions there, but Coptoberfest is an event that we use to raise money for distressed law enforcement officers. The event is overall, it's about public relations for law enforcement officers. I think it's fair to say that that's not necessarily the ongoing thing these days, so it's important for us to get that out there. And that's where Coptoberfest started. Operation Guardian for Distressed Officers is an organization that we started to raise money for officers in distress. I'm sure you're aware of this, maybe you are, maybe you're not. Law enforcement officers do not get rich. They've dedicated their lives, many of them with an education far beyond mine. They've dedicated their lives to the thin blue line, to separating, us from chaos. And like I said, they're not rock stars.
To protecting and serving our communities right here in Central PA. And Mark, you are an officer.
Yeah, I'm currently a detective with the Johnstown Police Department. And I've been doing law enforcement for about 31 years. So it's something that I enjoy. And as Kevin said, it's something that you're not going to get rich at. You have to do it because you have it in your heart to do it, you have it in your soul to do it, and you have it in your mind to do it. To protect those, as he said, from those that Kevin always uses in his shows where it's like, we run to things that people run away from. But as we've seen in the past where, law enforcement, not too many people want to do it anymore because of the current situation in our world, and we're hoping to change that. But with this, we are able to help those that still want to do the job and still want to give their heart to the community. So when they fall in hard times, that's the purpose, and that's why we do what we have been doing for the last 4 years.
Yeah, so Kevin, when you said distress, this is normally helping with financial issues or just any type of support for an officer in need.
Correct, and I couldn't put it better myself. From time to time, law enforcement officers end up in distress. Sometimes they just have to step away from the fight for a minute or two. And in doing that, we like to provide a little safety net if we're able to help. So that's what the event is about. That's what the organization Operation Guardian is all about.
Yeah, that's so great. So this event coming up Saturday, October 8th, tell me about Coptoberfest. I understand there's going to be tons of food trucks, live music. Tell us about it.
So yeah, we'll touch on the food there first. Dunny's Pizza, Bobo's Mobile Barbecue, and of course we have Georgine's Original Pepper Wagon. We're going to have the stuffed hot pepper bowls there, and we're going to have some gobs. So you can't go wrong. I could go right down the list.
Oh yes, St. Francis Assisi gob sale.
With a name like Polino, you gotta love pizza, right? And barbecue. I'm just a good eater, so I could go on and on and on about the food. But there are lots of great food. Things going on throughout the day, small games of chance, basket raffles. We're going to have merchandise there, of course, Coptoberfest. A canine demonstration, which is really neat. Again, part of that, bringing the community, showing them a little bit about what law enforcement does, how they do it. We've seen one of your earlier segments about dogs and how smart they are. Well, this will be at the top of the echelon there. So we also have an autographed Crosby jersey with a letter of authenticity that we're going to be chancing off that day as well. And as all this is going on, we're going to have some great entertainment. We're going to have a Last Fall band that's going to start at 2 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, we're going to have Trainwreck there, a great rock country band. And then, of course, our headliner, which is Jacob Bryant, coming all the way from Georgia.
Nice.
So we're looking forward to a great event. We're going to be there from 1 to 10. Gates open at 1. We'll have to be out of the park at 10 o'clock, unfortunately. They won't let us stay there.
I think it's probably just because the music gets a little loud. But we'll know that we will be protected when we're there because you're going to have a lot of law enforcement officers.
That you will be, yeah, absolutely.
So this is just such an amazing thing you guys do for our community. And I love that these resources are here, right here in the 814. And you said that the organization Operation Guardian is for primarily Cambria and Somerset counties, but you're looking to expand. So anybody watching, if they want to reach out to you and help with this effort, what's the best way to do that?
We're going to ask you to reach out to WTAJ first. You could also go to Coptoberfest. You can find us on social media outlets. You can find me at Kevin Dell Music. You can find Mark, and I know I shouldn't be slapping my lavalier there, but
you're fine.
Coptoberfest through social media or WTAJ would be great ways to get that ball rolling. If you're in law enforcement, you're going to reach out to your local fraternal order of police. They'll find ways to contact us as well. And
Yeah, there's all the details. And then, of course, if you want to reach out to Mark, his number and extension is there. It's just going to be a great time. And to get in, is there an admission fee?
there is an admission fee, and we worked hard over the years. Like we said, the event's 4 years old, and it does have some costs here. Of course, when you're bringing a headliner from Georgia, it costs a bit of money, but it's $10 to get into the gate. It's $15 for couple.
That's not bad at all.
And you know, there will be. We should have talked about some beverages because there will be some things to drink there as well.
That's true.
Just bring your ID.
Yeah, bring your ID, of course. So there is an admission to get into the gate.
Perfect.
And if anybody's interested, and people that haven't heard of Jacob Bryan, Kevin has really done a tremendous job. But on Friday evening, we are having a pre-gathering at the Stadium Pub and Grill, which is near the PNG Park where we're having this. And there'll be some videos and stuff to describe Jacob Bryan and who he is and the type of music that he has done. So
and talk all about the cause.
Anybody's interested in that, starts at 6 o'clock.
Thank you so much, guys. It was great to have you on the show.
Thank
and
you
we will
so
have
much.
all the details over on
Thanks
our
for having us.
website.
Thank you for having us.
We'll be back after a quick break. Stay with us.